What's up, collective? What's up? Namaste. It is March 9th, 2025, and it's 5:44 p.m. Alright, so this message that I'm about to do entails my situation because I've been getting so many downloads, and I've been being brought back to a lot of my childhood, my upbringing, and things that I would feel and think about all the time. Okay, so this may resonate with some of you and it may not. Okay, but the overall energy here is that you are a royal lost child. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Spiritually, yes, you're royalty, but I mean here physically, we were not born here in America. That is a lie. Our birth certificates are fake. Okay. And I'm telling you this why, because before I hit the camera, I asked if I was kidnapped, and it said yes. Then I asked if I was taken from Africa, okay, in particular, and I said yes. Why did I ask about Africa? Because I remember a long time ago when I was young, I would always ask my so-called mother about my grandparents. And in 2018, after 15 years of not speaking to my mother, and I'm doing this because she's not my real mother. I don't believe it at all, one bit. I was crying earlier, collective, so because I just can't believe the shit that keeps coming out. But in 2018, I had spoken to her, okay? This Carlos and I used to live in Boynton Beach. At this time, we lived in a high-rise condo. It was a beautiful apartment. I had it decorated very nicely. And I ended up getting in contact with her through my son, because I ended up going to New Jersey in 2018. We drove, Carlos and I, for 3 days to go pick his ungrateful ass up. And little did I know that it was all a plot. You know what I'm saying? And that he was involved in it too. But anyway, when I told her that I was reading oracle cards and stuff, she broke down crying and confessed to me how my grandfather, who is Nigerian, straight Nigerian, born and raised, how he passed on these royal and spiritual gifts onto me. Now, she also told me how these gifts were supposed to be passed on to her, and she denied it. I don't believe that part right now, because this woman has lied about everything, and she has lied so much about me to people. And I'm going to tell you from my experience being raised by her how manipulative she always was, especially when she was out cheating and being a whore, you know, betraying my stepfather. Okay, and the stories that this woman would make up would be so believable, but even as a child, knew that she was lying. My intuition always told you, you're so full of crap, you know. Anyway, so she explained to me how I've always had these gifts, and that I was special, and that I was destined to be a star, and I was destined to be known worldwide. And it makes sense in a way, because she never allowed me to be a child. She never allowed me to explore my talents. She never nurtured any of my talents. All right. And I do remember being in ballet class, tap class, piano class, and then as soon as the instructors would tell her, oh, your child's a prodigy, this, that, and the other, she would pull me out. Okay. Now, I believe that this woman was paid to do this to me, Okay, because there was a moment in time when we lived on 24th Street and Palisade Avenue across Roosevelt Stadium in Union City. Okay, and I remember this guy by the name of Tony, who would come and visit my mom. But the funny thing is that this man would come in and sneak in through the kitchen window and leave through the kitchen window. We lived right on the first floor. So like, it was literally like that. Like the floor was right there. Like I could just walk right out this window and just right there, you know? And that's how that apartment was. And I found it strange that this man would come in through there. And I remember at one point, this man, he was like my complexion. He was very slim, very slender, handsome looking. He kind of almost looked like me a little bit. And he had a fro. And the last time I remember seeing him as a child was he was wearing a blue t-shirt and some jeans, and he gave my mother when I tell you a wad of money, it was like this. The stack was like this. And I remember him telling her, make sure you take care of her, make sure you buy her beautiful, nice clothes, you know, get her, hook her room up, all this stuff. And none of that ever happened. When I tell you that this lady treated me literally like Cinderella Collective, and she literally nicknamed me that, okay? And this is not the first time that I've spoken about this. This woman literally had me like a slave, all right? And then the reason why I'm asking, and I asked those questions about Africa, is because I just find like these things are starting to make sense. I'm putting two and two together. And so then I went and I proceeded and I said and I asked, specifically, I first asked, was I born in South Africa? And they told me no. Then I said, was I born in Nigeria? And they said yes. And the star card came out for that answer. And I said, and I asked, I said, Father, why particularly the star card? And they said, because the night that I was born, the alignment of the stars was like a phenomenon. So my birth chart is not a normal birth chart. Okay? Another reason why I believe this in my heart is because I remember, I don't know how old I was. I must have been like maybe under 3 years old. I remember flying American Airlines with this so-called mother and hitting the States, entering through New York. I remember this. And I remember what she was wearing. I remember American Airlines. I remember their plane because back in the days, American Airlines, their planes used to be like chrome silver on the outside. And they had the red and blue stripe. Okay? She used to wear bandanas the way I wear them, you know, when I have it all covered my head. She was wearing a bandana that day on the flight. Okay? And when I recalled this to her, when I was in my early teens, she freaked out. Okay, and this is not the first time I'm talking about this either. She freaked out and said, oh my God, you remember that? Like her face went pale. Like, how can you? She's like, don't worry about that. You don't need to forget about that. And I'm like, why? She's like, oh no, that was just, you know, we went to Puerto Rico. I never been to Puerto Rico. That's a fucking lie. Okay. Then I remember when we lived in the Bronx on Walton Avenue, 162nd Street, between Grand Concourse and Walton, I remember us going to the Supreme Courthouse. Okay? That's, it's like about 15 minutes from Yankee Stadium. Like, the courthouse, and then you could see Yankee Stadium far off, you know. But I remember her going to the courthouse and getting paperwork. But I didn't know it was my birth certificate, my fake birth certificate. So these people completely changed my identity, okay? And so when I was brought to the States, they started, this is where they hired and handlers and people to stalk me and watch me and surveil me my entire life. And it makes sense because, collective, I went through so much shit growing up as a child. Do you know how many... Do you know how many times they tried to take my life, including this mother? I ended up in foster care from the age of 6 to 13, and I was in and out bouncing all around. And she never once came to visit me. And the one time that she did come to visit me made me feel like shit, had me crying, you know, telling me, I don't think you're ever going to come back home. You know, all this shit, you know. The psychological abuse is something that would probably kill most people or make them go insane. But because of the grace of my Father, the Most High, He always protected me and always made me strong. So, we're going to start off from there. Okay, I'm going to start asking particular questions because these people don't want me to keep asking questions, and I don't give a fuck. You're not going to stop me. Like I said, all this is about to come out to light. This will be on national news. And all of you trifling, satanic, sinister cockroaches are going to rot in prison. In hell, for the most part. Okay? And when I tell you, collective, that every person in my life was involved in this and knew about this, I am not kidding you. This is including friends, so-called cousins, aunts, all these trifling ass people. Okay? And I don't know if y'all remember, I did a channeling on how some of yous were a love child. You were a product of a love affair. And you were, your parent were mixed up with somebody who was of royalty. But they couldn't, like, nobody was allowed to know this because for some of you, these people were racist. Okay? And the fact that, you know, my complexion, some people are just disgusting. You know, some people just hate on people of color, you know, whether they're too dark or they're too like me, you know what I'm saying, too white or whatever. Okay? Especially like in Nigeria. I've seen that because Nigerians are usually very dark skinned and they envy people that are lighter skinned, or, you know, they just don't. You know, it's like, oh, you're not here. You're not one of us because you're not our color and you're mixed or whatever the case may be. Okay? So, we're going to keep asking. All right? So here's Africa, Nigeria. These people are going to be going from riches to rags, and you're going to go from rags to riches. All right. So I'm going to start off with asking about if this mother, so-called mother of mine's, if she was sent to pick me up from Africa. Was this mother that supposedly raised me, this lady, Olga Candelario, was she sent and paid to pick me up from Africa? Wow. Okay, let me see what this see, they're trying to mess with my cards. They're wanting me to walk away from this and not. No. I'm going to ask the questions in my head because I don't want any monitoring spirits or any other, you know, low demand entity to try to interfere, because I noticed that they do that when I know the truth and they try to, like, you know, confuse me. So I'm going to ask in my head again. Okay. Okay. That just flew out immediately. So the answer is yes. Okay. All right. So yes. She was paid by an emperor, and just because they're an emperor doesn't mean they're a good person. So they were paid by an emperor, and I feel like this could be somebody of status. This could be somebody at that time who had money, power, authority, connections. Okay? All right? Whoever this person was, they could possibly have been born under the star element. I mean, the air element. So they could have been born under the Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You know? Okay. So she was paid by this person. And it's crazy because supposedly the man that claimed to be my father, he's an Aquarius. The one that refuses to give me a DNA test. Look, at justice is coming, yo. I'm telling you. Y'all ain't gonna get away with nothing. Do you understand? Look at how they're breaking and destroying my things. Like, this is just disgusting. What the? One moment. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I'm going to put the justice. So I'm correct. Okay, because I asked in my head, am I reading this right? And they're telling me yes, okay, with the justice. Okay, the justice is coming in. So I'm going to ask another question, and then once I get the answer, I'll tell you what the question was out loud. Okay. So I asked if I was a product of a love affair. Okay, so there's no twice. Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask another question in my head. Wow. I asked if my real parents were murdered for money, and the Eight of Pentacles came out. So that's definitely somebody that did, you know, a hit for money. I remember being taken to a witch doctor, this old woman. I still remember, bro, like if I could get somebody to, what do they call them, a sketch artist? If I can get a sketch artist to draw this woman out for me, I'm telling you, I could describe her to the T. This old lady, what she looked like to the T. So they definitely murdered my parents, okay? My real parents. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to, you know, get emotional and anything else here, because I'm going through some. I wrote down the downloads that I got on the back of the other cards that I have, because I don't have any new ones. So let me ask to make sure that this is real. Wow. And the Two of Cups came out. So I asked if they poisoned my real parents and make it look like a suicide, and the Two of Cups came out. That's soulmates and the Judgment card. Give me a second, collective. Because that's one of the downloads that I had got. So I wrote it down, you know. And like, look at this. Okay, this was a so they poisoned my real parents and made it look like a suicide. Okay. I'm gonna ask another question here in my head, okay, and then I'll let you know what it is out loud once I get the answer. My heart is beating so fast. I now understand why Father had to wait till I was of this age now to get this, because I don't think I would have been able to handle this back then. I think I would probably went on a rampage. I probably would have ended up hurting a lot of people. So my parents were young when they did this. I asked if were they, you know, young, and the Page of Pentacles came out. Okay. This is also representing me when I was a child. Okay, so they did take me at very young. When my parents were young. So I asked just now if my parents were rich and of royalty, my real parents, and the sun card came flying out. See, they're pissed off because I'm exposing this. There's money spirits because my dog is staring up into the air right now in front of my door, posted up like he's protecting me. So the sun card came out. So I am of royalty. I am destined to be a star. I was, you know. Yeah, look, the 10 of cups. So I just heard that my parents are watching over me and they're going to make sure that I receive what they stole from me. And I'm hearing, I will restore to you what the locust has eaten. That's Father's King right now. So some of yous are about to find this out. You guys could be, you know, this could be your story too. Okay? Give me 1 second. All right, guys, I'm going to ask another question, okay? Yeah. So it's crazy, bro. So I asked all these people that were involved, like the main characters, like this so-called, this fake mom, fake dad, all these people. I asked if they were all a part and they all received a part of what they stole from me, my inheritance and everything that they stole from my real parents. And the 3 of Cups came out. This is collaboration. These are groups of people and this is a yes. Okay? All right? This is why these people have tried to kill me my entire life. But the hand and the grace of God, again, I say to Father, Yah be all the glory, power, and dominion. Always protected me and was not going to allow me to go out in this manner. Especially by these filthy cockroaches. Okay, so this is the confirmation here. All right. And it's disgusting how for some of us, our exes knew about this. They jumped on this bandwagon and they knew about this and they never did anything. These cockroaches, they're going to rot in prison too. Okay. Coming in here slamming doors because the fucking cockroach is watching me through my phone and he thinks that I'm stupid and I don't know. Demonio. Yeah, these people celebrated the 6 of Wands. They were celebrating your wheel of fortune, my wheel of fortune. That was supposed to be mine, mind you, collective. Huh? How many times I ended up in the streets, and the first time was when I was 16 when she threw me out. She literally dragged me by my hair, threw all my stuff in black garbage bags and dragged me down the stairs and everything. Out of the apartment when we lived on 54th Street in Bayonne, New Jersey. That damn demonic cursed town. I hate that fucking place with a passion. Okay? And they thought that they were just gonna whisk and live life free and escape and just, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Now that I think about it, because this bitch back then when we were young had a Camaro, had all these cars, even though she didn't have a driver's license and nothing. I'm like, where are you fucking getting the money to buy these fucking cars from? Thank you for bringing that to my attention, angels. And back to memory. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How many times these gosh, I didn't even finish to get my I didn't even finish the question I was asking in my mind. How many times these people try to take me out? And the 7 of Pentacles came out and I heard 7 times 70. Okay? So these people tried to take me out countless of times, collective. Like I've told you guys many times, even when I first started, when I came out with reading and stuff, I told you, okay, that I've stared death in the face so many times it's not even funny. So many setups that never went through. Again, because of the grace of my Father, the Most High, the Alpha and the Omega, the great I am. This is disgusting. How they stole what was mine. What was, this is just disgusting. So I'm gonna see here. Where was the last breath that my parents took? Where were their lives taken at? Where were they? In a park. Some of you, it could have been in a park, in the street, on the roof, okay? So they could have poisoned your parents with drinks or food, and your parents got into a car, started driving, and then got into a car accident and died. For others of you, they could have poisoned your parents. They died, and then they threw them off of a roof and made it look like they jumped off a roof and killed themselves. This is disgusting. And for others of you, your parents could have been walking through a park or trail or some fields or something. And they could have gotten shot with a poison, a dart or something. And they could have made it seem like, look, I cannot make this shit up. Wasn't I talking about the airport? Look at this shit. Okay? Because these people are trying to flee. They think that they're going to flee from this. You ain't going nowhere but to prison, bitches. Okay? Told you. Like, you know, the airport. Okay? Yeah, look. I told you that for some of you, your parents are watching over you. Look at father and child. For some of you, your father's protecting you. And your grandparents. And can you give me an idea of... So for some of you, your parents, particularly your dad, had a barber. This person's barber knows, your real father's barber from their country knows something about what happened. Okay? And I shuffle these cards and father is still here. Okay? Look, I cannot make this up, waiter. Okay? So these two are people that could have been involved. This waiter, because, you know, I told you already, collective, the two last times that I went to Orlando to Universal, they tried to poison me. Okay? In the restaurant that I ate, and then in the hotel room. All right? They put something in my Topo Chico seltzer water, and I was sick like a dog for the whole weekend. Okay? I felt like I was dying. Okay? And he wouldn't take me to the emergency room. He wouldn't let me call the ambulance or anything. All I wanted to do was just sleep. It was just so disgusting. I can't even explain to you how disgusting I felt. Okay? Yeah, these people were fools. They thought that I was a fool. You ignorant mother flowers. Yeah, researcher, okay? So now, these people are researching here, okay? This is also me, you guys who are researching. We're trying to get to the bottom of this truth here, okay? Explorer of truth, okay? Trust me that when I get what was stolen from me, well, no, I'm going to keep that to myself. Thank you, Father. Yeah. I said, thank you, Father. Look, Creator. Okay? Like, Father just told me, don't say what you were about to say. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. This is unbelievable. Like, I just can't. I don't even want to go anymore into this because I'm just so disgusted right now that it's not even funny. And we've already been, yeah, these people are now trying to do sympathy spells, okay? All right? You have a wicked, evil sister and brother that were involved in this as well. And these people are trying to escape on a private jet flight. That's why airport came out. And look at, I didn't even do it. I just did it subconsciously. I put it right on top of the airport card, okay? They're trying to escape. And they've been transferring money overseas to escape, okay? Through this private jet airport. But they're going to be caught because they're being watched. I don't know how many freaking times I got to tell you cockroaches that you're being watched. Yeah, these people are terrified because you've caught on to what they were. I caught on to what they were doing, okay? There's a lot of wire frauds, overseas accounts, collective in under your name, all right? Something about Chase Bank. And let me tell you, collective, that I've had to close my account and reopen my account 3 times in the past 2 years because they kept hacking and kept doing shit, trying to do shit to my account. Oh yeah, bitches. This is why you dumb motherfuckers have been caught and you're under the federal radar with good cops, okay? All right? Some of these disgusting cockroaches literally want to beat the life out of me. Well, too bad, okay? Because that's what's going to happen to you. Okay? And this is why, collective, for those of you who have heard the disgusting, nasty rumors and lies about me, this is why they portrayed this fake narrative, okay? To get people to attack me, practitioners, crooked law officials, all right? You don't know how many times I went to the local police for help and they all treated me like I was crazy. All this disgustingness, accusing me of things that are not true. And you bastards are going to fucking pay for that as well. I swear to God, you're going to lose your fucking badges and your everything, your jobs and everything, okay? This is why Father's about to move me to a place where I'm going to be appreciated and not tolerated. And this goes for you too, collective, for those of you who resonate with this. You know, this is why these people, there's even mad scientists, okay? Because I'm telling you, collective, there's so many people involved in trying to take my life that it's disgusting, okay? Because the Holy Spirit revealed to me there's over 200 people, okay? And people from all creeds, all statuses and positions, okay? There's even mad scientists here that work for the government, for the corrupt government, that have been studying me and wondering that, where the fuck am I from? They think that I'm an alien because of the way that I've escaped death in all these plots my entire life. And they still refuse to acknowledge that it's because of Father, because of the Most High, you know? Okay? These people are terrified because they know what's coming, okay? And you can try to make me feel insufficient and all that shit all you want, because it's not going to work. I don't give a fuck, okay? Because I know who I am now, and I know that I'm a special star. And I know that I'm destined for greatness because my papa told me so. And nothing that you can do or say is going to do anything about that. You will not change my mind, and you will not belittle me anymore. You're going to pay. I'm letting you know right now. All these disgusting, dirty energy vampires using me as an experiment, as their little fucking project, their battery, okay? Draining my life force, my entire life. Collective, let me tell you how ambitious of a woman I am, of a go-getter, collective. Every time that I would embark on something, whether it was college, career, whatever, everything will be good the first couple of months, and then everything out of nowhere, collective, would just go to shit, and I never understood what the fuck is going on. What am I doing wrong? And this whole time, these people were doing this shit to me. And this is tears of anger, righteous anger, you know. And they kept doing this to me because I am chosen by the Alpha and the Omega, by the Most High. And I come from royalty, physically and spiritually. And these are Masonic, demonic covens. So many disgusting people. Wants me to have mercy on them. Ask Father to have mercy on you. Okay? You even have an evil aunt who is still trying to come for me. because of what was left to me. Okay, these things, this inheritance, these things that these people stole from you is in probate court right now. It got taken back from them, from some of them. Okay, and there's also property for some of us overseas that belongs to us, land. Very fertile, rich, abundant land. And it's all coming back to us, collective. This is why some of you, if you've noticed, you've been being told, if you guys like, some of you listen to different readers and you've been hearing the same thing, like you need to rest, because what's about to come is going to be so massive. Some of you, it's going to be overwhelming. You might even pass out, you know, because it's going to be a shock, joy. You're going to feel all the emotions all at once. Anger, excitement, everything, because it's like you're going to be flashing like what you went through as opposed to, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is all mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how some people, when they're about to die, their whole life flashes before them? Yeah. I'm picking this up here, but you guys are not dying. This is like a, you know, a new beginning. Shut your mouth in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. Okay? All right? I'm telling you, these people have no idea what's about to hit them because they were so busy plotting against me and attacking me. They have no idea what's about to hit these mother flowers. Okay? Collective. I'm just like so disgusted. All right, so what is the outcome here for us, for the collective? Yeah, see, these people, their adrenaline is through the roof. These people are losing their minds and their emotions, okay, because they can't believe that I figured this out. Yeah, see, they're hoping and wishing now, begging for mercy, okay? You know, these people are only doing this. Why? Because they got caught, bro. Because a lot of them, they don't care. If they wouldn't have never gotten caught, they would have still kept doing this, collective. And that's the truth. Yeah, these people lost and they know it. Okay, they lost big time. All right, and I'm telling you, divine intervention is here, bro. Okay, like I said, none of yous are going to get away with a damn thing. And I keep telling you, okay? And for any authority, official, anything that passed away from whatever old age that was involved in this too, I know you're in hell. Yeah, you guys need to keep cleansing your energy. Yes, I'm telling you, you're about to move, bro. I cannot make this up, dog. You guys are about to get keys to your own house and land. Oh, in the name of Jesus, I receive it. And for some of you, your home could literally have a red door. And I always wanted my home to have a red door. Okay. Yeah, these people kept siphoning your energy, okay, because you're so magnetic. My energy is beyond, I can't even, okay, and it was always told to me. People always love to hang with me. My so-called friends from back in the day, them bitches used to have to go hang out without me, you know, because this mother of mine too, every time my friends would invite me to go bowling, dancing, and whatever, no, clean, cook. Oh, if you finish on time, just like Cinderella, then you could go. And then by the time I would be done, it would be too late for me. You know? Like, I kid you not, collective. My so-called cousin stuff will tell you. They'll tell you, like, yeah, they used to, her mom, they used to call her Cinderella. And they used to make fun of me all the time because of it. And treated me worse than Cinderella. And this is why they're all stalking me still through their fake accounts. Like I don't fucking know. Like I don't fucking see them. Filthy cockroaches. Yeah, I don't want your fucking... Look, I kept telling you bastards that I'm done with you. I'm burying you guys like ancient history, okay? So keep your dirty offers to yourselves. I don't want nothing from you cockroaches. I don't want to hear your fake apologies. I don't want none of your dirty money or nothing. So stop fucking pretending already. Because y'all, I keep telling y'all look pathetic. Stop pretending already. Because it's disgusting. Keep journaling, collective. Keeping track of the downloads you're getting, the memories that keep coming back from your childhood, everything, okay? Because You're going to see how this is going to be all put together. And it's all going to make sense for you at the end of the day. Yeah, and there's a divine masculine that's praying and wishing for you. Wishing and praying that you accept this fake ass offer. Yeah, but you're staying single. Okay? And this person's about to explode in a rage. Okay? There you go. Okay? Reminiscing. Realizing that the trash that they left you for, the trash people around you and them, it's too late. Yeah, they're crushed. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm so serious with it. And I can't wait to see you bastards in court. Namaste.